Chiquinha, chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Okay, so we're in SIHANOUKVILLE and we were walking to the beach, so behind me is the Golden Dragon. So you can't see it, it's basically all traffic right now. But you can kind of see how the sidewalks are, for sure, or lack of sidewalks. So, and I went through the city, put a little bit of footage right here. And you can basically see that, you know, it's very car oriented, I guess, is the best thing I can say. It's like, looks like I just walked into this street, it's closed off to traffic, so it looks like this is where people would, like, there's lots of cars in here too though, but it's actually pedestrian friendly. So I was going to tell stories about all the Chinese here. These are all Cambodians, but they're going to do a lion dance in Chinese. And it's probably a Chinese hotel. So I don't know if we're going to see him or not, but we'll come back. Alright, so we're just going to keep walking. We're going to go down into the beach over here. Very charming. Okay. So, welcome to the islands. So I'm going to walk down this way a little bit, see what we can see here. So, okay. So, I've heard a lot about SIHANOUKVILLE. I've heard a lot of people say how popular it has been, and then how suddenly it's ruined by Chinese. And I can't really tell. I'm not really sure yet about that. I don't know. You know, what does that mean? It can be ruined by all kinds of things. So, it could be ruined by, you know, backpackers. It's the same. So. But basically when I was coming in, I was talking to my taxi driver, and pretty much the first thing he told me is I hate Chinese. I hate Chinese. He said it about 10 times. And I guess when I said I was going to SIHANOUKVILLE, pretty much every single friend that I've had that's been here before said, oh, you're gonna hate it. It looks beautiful though. Like, too many Chinese, they all say, but it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what it was like before, so I can't really comment. But I guess that guy was saying that there's like maybe 30 casinos that the Chinese had built, and they're only for Chinese, so the Cambodians aren't allowed. And I asked him, is that the government policy or the Chinese policy? And he said, oh, it's only for Chinese, so I don't know what that means. It's hard to know if what the reality is. Anyways, you're getting a feel for SIHANOUKVILLE. And I think what I'm going to do is just keep walking down this beach. This is Serendipity, and my hotel is not too far from Golden Lion. Got a little circle that's kind of a big reference point. And I'm not sure. I think I'm probably going to spend most of the time down by the water. but I think I drove through what I think is a downtown, and it looks very this is a pretty cool place, SIHANOUKVILLE, actually, to be honest. All these bars and everything like this. I don't know, we'll see. Cloud 9. Yeah, I might regret that I'm not staying down by the water here. I was looking at it originally. So we're gonna go down a little further, and I kind of think this is gonna end. And it looks like it's like I could maybe go different ways. Could probably follow this. There's people over there. Could do that. But there's a lot to see, so I think I'm gonna turn around instead. And anyways, I might turn off the... I'll continue talking a little bit. So SIHANOUKVILLE is the third largest city in Cambodia. I took a flight directly here from Guangzhou, China. The plane was hardly had anybody there, and it was quite cheap. And it was at 6 in the morning, so I had to get to the airport I had to leave for the airport at 3 a.m. So I don't know if you're in China and you want to get to SIHANOUKVILLE directly. Pretty cheap flights. You got to go through JC Cambodian Airways. Actually, it's the only flights that go into SIHANOUKVILLE are through the Cambodian airline, which is good because I've never been on it and I didn't really know anything about it. Now I know it's fine, just like any other airline. So I can't say anything bad about it for sure. Okay, so it looks like this SIHANOUKVILLE, there's people taking the ferries to different islands, and as soon as I got here, people are already asking me, you know, which islands are you gonna go to? You know, what are you gonna do? That kind of stuff. So kind of typical anyways. You know, as soon as you arrive somewhere, people are trying to figure out how to get you to the next place so they can get some commission or something. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the camera until I get over to the beach side. This is kind of funny. It's gonna turn the camera off, but above us, only sky. I almost booked a room here. Kind of curious if I'm gonna regret that I didn't. I could be staying right there, you know. Maybe I'm gonna ask him. I just asked $65 tonight, so if you want to stay here, $65. I don't know. $65. It sounds like things are already overpriced. I mean, it is by the beach, so it's. But I think years ago, I think this would have been much cheaper. But it's also the Chinese New Year, so I don't know. It's hard to really know. Okay. Some coconuts there. Actually, I guess the thing I was just thinking about is that's $65. Actually, when I was looking online, granted it's Chinese New Year, but it's but everything is like 75, 80. You know, like I might as well, you know, stay in Hong Kong. You know, and granted I don't have the beach right here, but so I don't know. I mean, I have to kind of research it and see if all the prices have just gone up. Maybe it's, you know, the price they want to charge because of all the Chinese. Maybe they're driving up the prices, you know, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really know the city well enough to know if it's still worth it to come to a place where you know, a bungalow that probably has a lot of mosquitoes is, you know, $65. So actually, I might gonna go up to the gonna go up to that. Okay, so we're gonna walk down more of SIHANOUKVILLE. This is Serendipity Beach. So it looks like I got a little bit of a walk in front of me. And we can kind of see what we think about it. Beach looks nice. Sand looks really nice. Oh, that looks nice. Not many people. Looks like people are walking with their shoes and clothes on, which is what I'm going to basically be doing, because basically what I have to do is I can't check into my we're going to stay in a hostel actually. I can't check in until it's actually $6 a night. I haven't stayed in a hostel in a long time, but I'm not bringing my laptop, so I'm not going to be upload anything while I'm here. So that means that I'll be quite behind on my uploads later. So I have some time, so I'm going to walk all the way down to the end of this. Looks like you can see them cleaning up the beach. Kind of surprised there's not people out here, tourists and such. So I don't know. Maybe they've already moved on to Kampot. Who knows? Well, I'll try to see as much as I can see, and then if try to make some kind of quick judgment over the day, and then tomorrow when I wake up, I'll decide if I want to stay longer or just move on. At the moment, I'm kind of curious about Kampot, seeing what that's like. So we'll see. Anyways, this is kind of what the beach looks like. So. Actually, it's kind of interesting. So they just brought in all this new sand and they're just kind of pushing it back. And then I do see a lot of Chinese men, and there's a Chinese families right there, one family. But I have noticed an overabundance of Chinese men everywhere. So maybe that's what they're talking about. I was thinking, oh, if you're a young backpacker, why do you really care if they're ethnically Chinese? But maybe they're complaining about a lot of. There's also another tour group too, more Chinese men predominantly. Okay, get ski boats. Actually, there's some more tourists. So I guess there are people that are spending time in the beach. Kind of wish I had my zoom camera. Actually, you can see like that one, that's kind of bringing more sand and pushing it. So making the beach a nice beach. So, okay. So, okay. Alright, so we're going to keep walking, trying to make an assessment of what kind of tourists I see here. I see a lot of really old Europeans, lots of Chinese men, some Chinese families. I don't know. Nice place though. Okay, so they're running out skidoos. I could definitely go all the way. I think it's going to be kind of similar. So I think I'm going to walk in a little bit and see what's over there. They got live music right here. This place smells like last night still. This is like 9 o'clock in the morning, so that might have went all night. So we'll just keep walking down a little bit, get a sense for it. So okay. So I guess this whole thing, you can just hang out here. Maybe this is more where locals go? I don't know. It's hard to really know. Definitely looks like they partied here. There's like live music places and all kinds of stuff, so. At least you're getting a view of SIHANOUKVILLE. I couldn't really get a good sense of the city. The YouTubers I would see would be walking down, the main roads there. just kind of talking about, you know, who knows, price, how they did $20. It's a good YouTube ploy, you know, how to be here for $20 or whatever. But I don't really see many, I don't see anything where people are filming what I'm filming. And I've been looking at a lot of YouTube as well. So I don't know, maybe people just click on the other ones and they get more exposure. The ones that are about, you know, how to save $20 or whatever. Or bar girls, kind of stuff. Alright. It's kind of funny because I just saw this giant rat. It's dead. And there's a lady that just walked by, asked me if I wanted a massage, but she kicked it off the thing. That's kind of funny. Anyways, we're gonna keep walking. That's in Chinese as well. Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop filming right here. But basically you can kind of see that everything is just being set up here. I mean, it's 9:30 in the morning, so later this will probably be quite busy, I would imagine. But at the moment it is what it is. But at least, you know, at least you see it. I didn't see it on YouTube. So now I know what it looks like, and now you know what it looks like too. This is Serendipity Beach, by the way, which is the reason I chose this is because this is kind of where more of the hostels and hotels and restaurants and bars are at. As you can see, there's quite a few around. And there's I don't know, let's see. Okay, so this is SIHANOUKVILLE from the road. So I just want to show you what it looks like from the road. Looks like this. So kind of walk along the kind of dusty road. That's okay. And so yeah. What do I want to say about it? What makes it? I was just gonna say, you know, what makes the place a good place? So, you know, isn't SIHANOUKVILLE the same? I mean, it has the beach and everything. So why is it that, you know, if there's Chinese tourists here, it's gone to hell, but it's the same place? You know, I'm just like wondering, is it all atmosphere? You know, what is it that you know, like backpackers need to be surrounded by other backpackers, Westerners need to be surrounded by other Westerners? I don't know. I mean, it's hard. I guess it depends on what a person wants. So, and actually, you know, it's hard to say because I think the people I talk to are long-term expats because I've been in Asia for so many years already, 23 since 1986. So, you know, a lot of the people that I know have been here for, that I've, you know, known for sometimes the whole time that I've been here, 23 years in Asia. So, you know, they talk about it, they've been here many times in the past, and they're probably comparing it to what they remember from other times, from some other era. And actually, I've been to Cambodia once a long time ago. I went to Phnom Penh and Siem Reap, and it was like 2001 or something like that. So my impression was, it seemed a little bit, there's no street lights, just like kids without clothing on, like just, I was like, it's just way too, needs a lot more work to it. But now it's a lot different. So I came back here in August. I went to Phnom Penh for the first time in 18 years or so. You can see how different it's become. And just, you know, way more development. I mean, you can see with all the Chinese tourists, right? Anyways, I'm gonna put this camera in my pocket now for a while. And your beer. So I'm gonna walk back into the water, into the ocean. It's like the more interesting place. So these are kind of cool. Those little ones with the little hands like that, those from Thailand, they were telling me that those are like bring me money, like kind of thing, like bring me prosperity, like bring luck with customers. Actually, this are in Macau right now. So, okay, we're back at the beach. And I guess there are a lot of Chinese tourists, and same as any other tourist to me though. SIHANOUKVILLE, Air Asia. It's pretty cool. We're backing up. So actually, I just walked into this hotel, and granted it's by the beach, but it's $120. So I asked them, is it higher because of Chinese New Year? And they said, yeah, it's $20 higher, so usually it's $100. So I don't know, $100 to be by that beach. I don't know. Usually when I go to beaches like that, you know, it seems like it should be a lot less. So I guess SIHANOUKVILLE's prices are kind of high. I think I'd rather be in, you know, if you go down to Bangkok, you know, different places in Thailand. Yeah, so I guess it'd be cheaper and expensive on the island sometimes, but I love cities, and in Bangkok you can get like hotels for really good prices, like $25. You know, your own place. I don't know. I thought Cambodia was supposed to be a lot cheaper. I'm sure it is, but it's just interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna walk back up here. It's very Chinese-ish. This is called the Big Easy. And it's kind of cool because there's like a little kid standing at the pool table. Kid. Over here is a Prince. I haven't thought of Prince in a long time, but very iconic. There's Blondie and The Cure. Monday You Can Fall Apart, Tuesday, Wednesday Break My Heart, Thursday It Doesn't Even Start, It's Friday I'm in Love. Biggest robbery in English in England, I think that's evening star. That's a London, yeah. That's the guy that went to Rodney Biggs that went to Brazil, I think. Anyways. Okay, so we're down by, this is the Golden Lion Circle. So it's kind of a well-known place right here in SIHANOUKVILLE. We're just going to walk down a little bit further. I just want to see what all is down here. Okay, so now I'm starting to see some of these casinos. I guess they do have so Pearl, Oriental Pearl, another casino. Yeah, I guess, and it looks like they're probably building another one right here. So I guess it is becoming very Chinese with a lot of Chinese casinos. I don't really see the, so far what I saw at the beach, I didn't really see it. Is that worth it for the hotel prices? Sounds like I was reading some other stuff, and it sounds like prices have gone up like 3 or 4 times, which is I just looked at my Phnom Penh, and there's a hotel I stayed in before, and it was $30, and it's really nice. Got my own room, and it's like right at the riverfront. Love the location, and I'd love to be in there right now. So I don't know about SIHANOUKVILLE. I don't know what this is. I don't know what happened here, but it's like just all electrical wires. I guess there's pretty much casinos everywhere I look. All construction everywhere. So I guess they're right. It is just a bunch of casinos on the beaches. Kind of mediocre to begin with. So I don't know. There's even more casinos down there too. Yeah, I don't know. Might just move up to Camp Pot soon, sooner than I never really know. Maybe it'll be different later. The sun goes down. Maybe it'll be more interesting. I don't know. I think everybody's pretty much right. It's pretty much just endless Chinese casinos. It's one after another. And I don't know, like, you look at all the roads, like it just, and I don't know, it's because it's all the construction, but still. Anyways, so this is kind of interesting. So it's like a stage over there. So if you, I don't know, it like smells like sewer. So it has that smell of sewer in it. There's a stage and a casino right there, so I don't know, maybe it's just temporary because of the construction, but we're just gonna sneak by here real quick. Go into that. They're just heading up for tonight too. So yeah, maybe that's just temporary. But there's a lot of tore up everywhere. All right, we're gonna keep walking. There's a Japanese place over there. Muri Nikuria. So it says a new Macau casino. So if you know my YouTube, I'm living in Macau. So I don't know, the Macau one. It'd be a pretty poor-looking new Macau one. Usually, like, they're so grand these days. So I'll keep going. Okay, so we're back, kind of downtown. So I'm just gonna, not downtown, but down by the beach, kind of where we were at earlier. So kind of funny. Like, this should be all cash cow right there, making money. Looks like they tore it down and something happened. Anyways, we're gonna walk back down the beach. Okay, kind of coming near sunset here. We're gonna walk down this way. So here's another bar, and then here's the beach too. So we're gonna walk towards the beach so you can see it now. Yeah, there are a lot of Chinese tourists here, actually. I guess actually a lot of people have been talking about it. And even in the even in the hotel that I'm at, so they put all the Chinese in the same place because they don't speak English, and a lot of them stay long-term construction, things like that. So they just put them in a big dormitory, and they're kind of like permanently there, semi-permanently there. But then even the tourists here, there's a lot of them too, you know. So hello. So okay. Alright, so that's kind of cool. Very kind of models the Chinese one. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's keep going. All that moss. Alright. I could have been sitting down here, I guess. I think the one has like arcade games. So, okay. We got like set menu, looks like all for Chinese. Looks like it's all round tables, and the clientele is modified as well. Hello. Hello. Hi, very good. Okay, yeah, this is all for a Chinese spread. This is all circular for. This is all like what a Chinese person would want as a tourist. So yeah, I guess everything is kind of changing, isn't it? There's another one. Like, what's this all about? You got prime real estate right there, and you're not even utilizing it. Like somebody who is utilizing it. Sitting right there. Okay. So this is the tourist information. That right there is the street that we came up, so kind of goes up that hill right there. And this is the other street we just came down from along the beach. It's the ferry coming out right there. And we're gonna head down this way. Stream. Okay. of the sand right here, so. Okay, so we're gonna have to, there's only one way to get down to the other beaches, that's through the sand, so we're gonna take it. But as you can see, they're getting things set up here. And I guess that looks Chinese. Yep. So all Chinese guys right there. And those are all ferries that are coming in. There's some boats way out there. So I think with this particular camera, I can't zoom in. Okay. So we're just gonna walk down there a little bit and I'll turn it back on again. Okay. So right here they have ski-doos. So it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of people down there, so we're kind of getting a sense for it. So that's going to be coming down in a minute. And I think I'm going to walk up here for a few minutes. So here's one of the many beaches. I think this is beaches next to Serendipity Beach, and then there's this beach starts with an O. But it's right next to it. And this is kind of some of the many little places you see that's along the water. There's a bar that's there. So, okay. That's interesting. It's interesting, like. Interesting how the clienteles of places change and how things can cater to fit that. So, there's coconuts there for the Chinese dinner. There's a bigger. Just gonna see. Hello. Hello. Do you sell books here? You have books? Don't have. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I walked through this earlier. There's that little. So okay. So it's, I guess it basically is mostly Chinese even here. I was thinking when I looked at the map, it looked like there's a bunch of Chinese casinos in another location, but they're actually like right behind here, so and most of the clientele are Chinese as well. But there's a lot of foreigners too, so I don't know. Definitely would say it's definitely more than 80% Chinese though. And you can see all the Chinese lanterns, but it is a Chinese New Year, so okay. So. Saw two policemen, but they were smiling at me, so couldn't tell if I should smile back or just. Okay. Actually, that's almost all Chinese out there. This is kind of a mix here. These all looks like all Cambodians trying to sell things. Cambodians. Let's see what this is. We got music here, CD, DJ. Okay. So, let's see, we'll do some karaoke there maybe later. Let's see. Yeah. Take a mix of Cambodian and kind of interesting. So I think I'm going to conclude here. I might give the next one and just say like this is the beach one, SIHANOUKVILLE beach, and SIHANOUKVILLE one. I think you get a good sense of it anyways. All right. Okay, so here's the. We're just going to walk down here. This is the beach. So we're just going to walk down and we're going to go all the way down to the end and we'll see what we see. So I think what we're going to see mostly is Chinese, but I think way down there might be a completely different kind of, who knows what, we'll see. We got this all the way up and down. Cambodians, probably because they're wearing all their clothes. Alright, I'll turn it back on when I get somewhere interesting again. Well, I was going to do a beach video, but I don't know if the beach is interesting enough. So, and everybody has their clothes on, and mostly Chinese men living. I don't know. I did a video in Sydney, and that was really popular. I just walked down the beach, but you know, Sydney's beaches are totally different. This is all. Nice. It's getting kind of interesting now. A little massage there. So now people are kind of coming out now. Let's see what this menu is like. All in Cambodian. Yeah. This must predominantly serve a Khmer clientele. Okay. Police, lots of uniforms. Okay. Okay. Actually, you see these little things right? I don't know if you can see that. At nighttime, they have like kind of a dripping look, which is pretty popular in Vietnam and China. He's also filming. I guess he's showing his girlfriend what it looks like since he's here and she's not. Okay. Peanuts. It's Chinese New Year too, so. More karaoke maybe? Alright. Actually, I'll be honest, I haven't really seen many videos of what I'm doing right now. I don't know why. Maybe I haven't searched for the beach. But usually people are just walking down one of those streets in SIHANOUKVILLE talking about it, but not really showing it. Anyways, hello. Okay. Okay. It's pretty here though. Okay, so we're gonna be walking to the other side in a minute. Alright, so in a minute we'll be walking on the sand, so. It's almost sunset here, so you can see the sky right there. It's about, so we're gonna come on through. Okay. I guess I'm gonna make one big long SIHANOUKVILLE video. I don't see enough to really cut it into different pieces and capture the whole city pretty easily. So this is kind of this boat that comes in off the, this is the name of the beach right here. Ort Haltiel. Okay, try to jump up there. Made it. So, okay. Looks like we got names of everybody here too. Okay, alright. So that's the way you don't want to walk, because everybody's going to be harassing you on that side. You come over on this side and you're good. Alright. So I'm going to walk up this one, and I think you've already seen this one quite a bit. There's some seaside bars. Okay. Well, anyways, I've gone up down the street a few times, so I'll leave it on for a few more minutes and then oh, this is I see a lot of foreigners with people trying to sell them different things. Okay, looks like things are going to start picking up a little bit, so I'm going to turn off the camera. The police right there anyways. So actually, turned on, so now that's why all that water goes down everywhere. So, hello. It's all right. Over there is kind of, it's really slippery. Make that all wet. Saw a lady just slip on it. That's why I kind of started focusing on it. I had the camera off, so. Okay, I'm basically walking straight up. Keep intending to turn off the camera, but there we go. Here comes the car. We're just gonna on this side. Okay. Lots of stuff being built. Actually, they were just telling me that Camp Pot, where I'm going tomorrow, has all kinds of construction as well. Chinese construction, so I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if it does or not. Alright, I'll probably film a little bit more later. I can turn this back on. Okay, so the golden circle right here. Should you walk across that thing? Sheesh, it seems like a pretty crazy place to walk. So let's see. Is she gonna make it? Have my zoom camera, it'd be kind of interesting shot. It's okay, this is the hi Buzz. Hello. So, okay. She made it. Okay. I might call it SIHANOUKVILLE with this image right here. Paradise Bungalows. Okay. Actually, I just saw up this one, and then there's one over there that said Pub Street, so I guess this is the Pub Street. I don't know, it doesn't really look like it, but... Okay, so we're gonna walk up further and see what we see, but I think this is kind of... Granted, I didn't see everything in SIHANOUKVILLE by any means, but I kind of hit all the spot where all the tourists and foreigners go and everywhere where they recommend you. It looks like most of it's under construction. I think there was more here that's maybe gone now, and a lot more that's going to be being built and just kind of being transformed. So I don't know. I think I heard the downtown is really kind of a sprawling mess, and I went through it from the airport, and it looked like it was not something I really want to walk down and see, because it looks like it's kind of the same as this, just walking down the street kind of like I am now. So, anyways. Let's see what we can see. Chinese casino stuff. Lions Bar. Korean. Actually, this place looks kind of interesting. Lions. Well, anyways, I'm sure I'll see more. The hotel here. The guest house. So you can see all the construction right there, and more construction there. Pretty much construction pretty much everywhere. So it'll be a different place soon. Alright, that's SIHANOUKVILLE. Okay, this is where I'm staying at. This is the next day in SIHANOUKVILLE. And alright, I'll be checking out soon. So I'll just kind of give you a follow-up. So yeah, I think definitely SIHANOUKVILLE is very Chinese oriented. So I saw lots of Chinese guys everywhere at nighttime, and I wonder if they get robbed a lot, because there's supposedly a lot of robbery. I felt completely safe though. I didn't go very far, but just up and down the street. But you know, they take their shirts off. So at night, you know, they drink, and the Chinese guys take their shirts off, and I'm wondering, you know, maybe like it's harder to get, you know, people don't usually rob somebody who doesn't have a shirt on. It's like kind of like a coping strategy. I don't know, who knows? Or they just like to take their shirts off a lot. Not really sure which. Anyways, we're gonna walk down to the beach, and then that'll kind of conclude just our time in SIHANOUKVILLE. So, okay. So it looks like it's gonna be pretty busy down there. Let's go take a look. So we're gonna keep on walking down. And yeah, actually, when I was last night when I was walking around, I didn't take much footage. I took a little bit on my other camera, but I didn't take this camera with me. Took it on the cell phone. Anyways, a lot of guys are wearing shirts, but I think down by the waterfront there's a lot of Chinese. Sometimes they get money in kind of funny ways. Not a lot, but some. The ones that are, you know, bringing money abroad. So I was thinking a lot of them has tattoos, so, you know, I don't know, who knows. You know, some places there's kind of like Russians who you know, get some money out of the country and bring it somewhere else, and sometimes it's Chinese. So Anyways, I think that element is here, but I think there's a lot of Chinese families and a lot of normal Chinese people absolutely everywhere too. So, okay, you can try to get through here. Alright. So welcome traveling to the island. So last night when I was here, saw a lot of people on bikes, a lot of Cambodians. So I don't know. Gotta go through. There's like a little stream of water right there. Alright, so I guess we might conclude this might be the SIHANOUKVILLE. Okay, final thoughts of SIHANOUKVILLE. I think it's changing quite a bit. So I couldn't really tell you in a negative or positive way. People are saying, oh, it's basically owned by the Chinese. I think that that's probably a safe assessment. I think that'll continue to be that way for quite some time. It is Chinese New Year, but I can see all the Chinese lanterns everywhere. And the beach is still beautiful. Lots of foreigners, lots of Westerners come here too. I've definitely seen them around. So, I don't know. As for me, kind of curious about other places more in Cambodia, so probably, I don't know. Gonna go to Kampot and I'll take some video there, and we'll just kind of see, you know, see how I feel about stuff. Clean up the beach, that's good. So, okay. I guess I'm gonna jump off right here in a minute. And there's no other ferries to the other islands. And alright. Bye bye, SIHANOUKVILLE. Before we go, I'm gonna walk up and down this real quick. So this is where all the boats go in and out. Okay. This is to conclude for. I hadn't walked out here before, but I guess it's just we're going somewhere else. So I'll just walk through this with the camera, and then when I get to the other side, we'll say bye bye SIHANOUKVILLE. Snoopy. A lot of people going somewhere. So if you're trying to get to another island, that's where you go. All right. So it feels like I'm coming into SIHANOUKVILLE, but actually I'm going to be going out. Just going to go get my bags and get some food and then head on out. Call it a day. Alright. Bye-bye, SIHANOUKVILLE.
Chiquinha, Chiquinha, toma cuidado da bovidinha.